In this video, we're going to go over how to post into your forums in your class, and also how to create responses to what your students have written in those forums. The first step from our homepage is that we need to go into the actual class we're going to be responding to the forums in. So we'll go down to our training course here, and once we're in, then we're going to want to come up to the Connect button and then Class Forums. And this will show us what's been created so far. We see the two different forums. There's the individual forum and questions to instructor forum. Since it looks like we have a post here in the instructor forum, we better take a look at that. We have a couple discussions here. Week 1 discussion looks like it was created by one of our students, Luke Moonwalker. We can see how many posts are in each of them over here in the total posts column. And we can see how many of these were created by us here in this column. So we'll go into week 1 and have a look at what's going on here. Okay, so one of our students asked a question in this forum. If we wanted to respond to what the student has written, then we would go right here to where it says reply, and we could click the reply button. And then this will open up our message. So we want to retitle this, so let's call it Response to Luke's Question, and we can then respond to what he had to say here. Then we would choose a file if there are any things that we need to attach to this. If we want to send the student a handout to help them with a particular thing they're trying to learn, or anything like that, we could choose it from our computer using this Choose File button. And there are a lot of different things that you can load here. You can load PowerPoints, PDFs, images, audio files. It's pretty broad in the types of files that it'll accept here. And whatever you have attached will show up here listed under the titles. From there, you can decide if you want to include the signature that you've set up in your profile. If so, you would click here with Insert Signature. And at that point, your message is created. While working on this message, you have quite a few ways you can modify the text using this bar at the top. You have the usual features that you have access to, like bold, italics, underline, alignment. There are actual buttons here for cutting, pasting, and copying. And then we have bullets, numbers, and adjusting the indent here with increase indent. If we highlight some text, we'll see that we can create a link here or break a link using these chain links. You can set your font, set the font size, text color. You can highlight some text with a variety of different color options. You can create subtext and supertext as well. And this button here is for inserting special characters. You have quite a few mathematical symbols in here that you can use, also some letters with accents, and even suits, card suits down here at the bottom. So there's a lot of options. And finally here, there's actually a spell check button, which I think will be very helpful to a lot of our students. You just click that button, and it will check the text from your message, and it'll let you know if you have anything misspelled there. So your message is created, you've inserted your signature, and now you're ready to actually post the reply, or if you're not sure it's done, you can save it as a draft and come back to finish it later. We'll go ahead and just save this one as a draft. And now we'll see on the list here that we'll see this response, but it'll say draft next to it, showing us that it's not fully published yet. Next to that, we'll also see a graduation cap, because this is posted by a teacher. So the student's responses, you're not going to see something right there. Any that are made by the teachers, you will see that hat So that'll be useful for your students if they're trying to find, if they have several responses to their post, but they want to know whether or not the teacher has responded to it. Also, so this is Luke's post, and let's say that we wanted to like this post. This will give Luke some information. It'll let him know that we've actually read what he had to say, and it'll also let him know that he's on the right track. So we can click the like button right here next to this thumbs up sign, and once it's clicked, it's going to show up as a green hand instead. So then if we want to, if we accidentally clicked it and we really don't think he has a great post here, we can unlike it. And you don't need to save or anything. Once you've clicked like, it just stays that way, unless you click the button again and unlike it. If you have a student who's posted something that is inappropriate or that was even just put in the wrong place, you have the option of hiding that post with the Hide Post button, or deleting that post, which will just remove it completely from the forum. And that would be located in the same bar where you chose to reply. And finally, if you want to reply but also include the text from the student's original post, then you'd click Quote and Reply, and it's going to give you the same fields that we had the last time we were responding. The only difference is that we're going to see the student's original message in quotation marks at the beginning of that message. The rest of it will work just the same as when we replied before. So those are the basics of how to post to the instructor forum.